We run off a superintendent, got rid of him. Carpenter anyway, so down the road he went. He tried to give, I started out as a union steward on the job. There's Dick Smith. That's old Dick. He's the one that loaned me this film. That's one of the helicopter guys. Some of the times we used them and some of the times we didn't. There was usually one of them around with his radio though. Dick Smith came back and kind of ran the job. Him and another man after we got rid of that carpenter superintendent. That's another story why we got rid of him. Now that here we're taking out one of the old panels. Probably had a lot of cracks on it. There's no bars missing. Torque everything up. Now we got the divers going. We used divers quite a bit, and then in '77 when the drought came, the whole thing was out of water. All the work we did with divers at 10 times the cost could have been done without divers, but who wouldn't realize that the water would have went down so far. And in 1977 this whole structure here was out of water all the way down to the very bottom. In fact, I could take a boat right in the bottom of it, underneath there, underneath the arch. That looks like Art Torrey there. I don't know, maybe that's Joe. That's the old crane we had. Had a little crane on the barge. We had a pretty neat setup. It was a gravy job when we had the divers. We'd use up all our divers. I don't know, we had about 8 divers a day, and they could only stay down for 40 minutes or so, and we'd get them all down and use them up. When we used up all our divers, we'd go home with 8 hours pay. Made it really nice. Danny Alexander worked on this job. There's a decompression chamber. He tried to get me to go in there, but I told him no way. Joe Fairbanks went in there. There's the mortician. This guy here is a mortician. He actually shut the air off on this guy in the red. Turned his air off one day by mistake. Needless to say, he came up out of the water fast. He didn't get mad. They all worked. About 3 of these guys worked at a mortuary in Sacramento. So he's playing with that hood there. One day he shut the air off by accident. But we'll get him all lined out here. Here's an underwater shot. There's stainless steel nuts there. They had to take those nuts off, and a lot of times they were froze up. Hundreds and hundreds of them had to be drilled out underwater. That was quite a task. We burned up so many drill bits, had a hole saw. And everything had to be recorded with the television camera. Every nut that went back on had to be recorded. Which is another thing, because in '77 all of it was high and dry, and they could have easily walked around and took pictures of everything, but that's the way it goes. Who knew? I think in 77 when we had the drought, I think we had 7 inches of rain all year. The normal's about 30 something. There's a good shot of it. See, that's quite a ways from down to the bottom of that thing. This might have been 76. Oroville Dam. Intake structure. Tracks wrecked that fell apart. I think that's all. we'll come back next year and fix it.